Chapter 3. And he went again into the synagogue, and there was a man there whose hand was dead. And they were watching him to see if he would make him well on the Sabbath day, so that they might have something against him.
他又进了会堂，那里有一个人的手已经死了。他们看他，要看他在安息日使他好，好叫他们对他有意见。
And he said to the man, Get up and come forward. And he said to them, Is it right to do good on the Sabbath or to do evil? To give life or to put to death? But they said nothing.
他对那人说：“你起来，到前面来。”他又对他们说：“在安息日行善，还是作恶？赐人生命，还是置人于死地？这是对的吗？”他们却不说话。
And looking round on them he was angry, being sad because of their hard hearts, and he said to the man, Put out your hand. And he put it out, and his hand was made well.
耶稣环顾他们，因他们的心硬，就发怒，对那人说：“把手伸出来。”他就把手伸出来，他的手就好了。
And the Pharisees went out, and straightway made designs with the Herodians about how they might put him to death.
法利赛人就出去，和希律人商议怎样把他杀了。
And Jesus went away with his disciples to the sea, and a great number from Galilee came after him, and from Judea, and from Jerusalem, and from Idumea, and the other side of Jordan, and the country about Tyre and Sidon, a great number, hearing what great things he did, came to him.
耶稣同门徒往海边去，有许多人从加利利来，又从犹大来，又从耶路撒冷和以都玛亚，并约旦河那边，并推罗和西顿一带，有许多人听见他所行的大事，都来见他。
And he made a request to his disciples to have a little boat ready for him, so that he might not be crushed by the people, for he had made such a great number well that all those who were diseased were falling down before him for the purpose of touching him.
他就吩咐门徒为他预备一条小船，免得被众人压住，因为他使这么多的人都好了，凡有病的人都在他面前跌倒，要摸他。
And the unclean spirits, whenever they saw him, went down before him, crying out, and saying, You are the Son of God. And he gave them special orders not to say who he was.
那些不洁净的鬼，只要看见他，就在他面前跪下，喊着说：“你是神的儿子。”他就特别吩咐他们，不要说他是谁。
And he went up into the mountain, and sent for those whom it was his pleasure to have with him, and they went to him. And he took 12 to be with him, so that he might send them out as preachers, and give them the power of driving out evil spirits.
他就上了山，打发人去找他所喜欢的人，他们就去找他。他带了12个人与他同在，好叫他们出去做传道人，又赐给他们赶鬼的能力。
To Simon he gave the second name of Peter, and to James, the son of Zebedee, and John, the brother of James, he gave the second name of Boanerges, which is, sons of thunder.
赐给西门第二个名字叫彼得，又赐给西庇太的儿子雅各，和雅各的兄弟约翰，第二个名字叫波拿基，就是雷霆之子。
And Andrew, and Philip, and Bartholomew, and Matthew, and Thomas, and James, the son of Alphaeus, and Thaddeus, and Simon the Zealot, and Judas Iscariot, who was false to him.
还有安德烈、腓利、巴塞洛缪、马太、多马、亚法厄斯的儿子雅各，他大厄斯，还有狂热人西门，还有加略人犹大，就是假借他的。
And he went into a house, and the people came together again, so that they were not even able to take bread. And when his friends had news of it, they went out to get him, saying, He is off his head.
他就进了一所房子，众人又聚在一起，以至于连饼都吃不下了。他的朋友得了消息，就出去捉拿他，说他已经脱了头。
And the scribes who came down from Jerusalem said, He is Beelzebub, and, by the ruler of evil spirits he sends evil spirits out of men.
从耶路撒冷下来的文士说，他有别西卜，又说他借着管邪灵的，把邪灵从人身上引出来。
And turning to them, he said to them in the form of a story, How is it possible for Satan to put out Satan? If there is division in a kingdom, that kingdom will come to destruction, and if there is division in a house, that house will come to destruction.
他转过身来，用故事的形式对他们说：撒旦怎么可能灭掉撒旦呢？一个国度里若有分裂，那国度就必败坏；一个家若有分裂，那家也要灭亡。
And if Satan is at war with himself, and there is division in him, he will not keep his place but will come to an end. But no one is able to go into the house of the strong man and take his goods, without first putting cords round the strong man, and then he will take his goods.
撒旦若与自己征战，在他里面有了分裂，他就不能守住自己的地位，而要归于灭亡。但若不先用绳索拴住那强壮人的家，就没有人能进他的家，拿他的财物。
Truly, I say to you, the sons of men will have forgiveness for all their sins and for all the evil words they say, but whoever says evil things against the Holy Spirit will never have forgiveness, but the evil he has done will be with him forever.
我实实在在地告诉你们，众子的罪和他们所说的一切恶言，都要得赦免。但凡说坏话攻击圣灵的，绝不能得赦免，他所行的恶，必永远与他同在。
Because they said, He has an unclean spirit, and his mother and brothers came and were outside, and sent for him, requesting to see him.
因为他们说，他有污秽的灵，他母亲和弟兄来了，在外面打发人来看他，要求见他。
And a great number were seated round him, and they said to him, See, your mother and your brothers are outside looking for you. And he said in answer, Who are my mother and my brothers?
有许多人围着他坐着，对他说：你看，你母亲和你弟兄在外面找你。他回答说：谁是我母亲和我弟兄呢？
And looking round at those who were seated about him, he said, See, my mother and my brothers. Whoever it is God's pleasure, the same is my brother, and sister, and mother.
他环顾围着他坐的人，说：你看，我的母亲和我的兄弟，凡行神所喜悦的，也是我的弟兄、姊妹、母亲。